Hey everyone, Tony D and Little Joan here with a Hollywood hot take. And today we're talking about TDS sufferer Tom Arnold. I was alerted to this by, of course, the great Tim Pool, who noted that Tom Arnold is kind of off his nut today with his tweet about basically insurrection. But here's the weird wrinkle. He said to Rob Reiner, we'll have to go and get our daddy's gun and join our brothers and sisters kind of on the front line or something. Get your daddy's gun? That is a weird reference, right? It's like, you're a grown man, Tom Arnold. Don't you have your own gun, or can't you just go buy one? You're a rich millionaire, I assume. Tom Arnold's been crying about Trump for a while now. I don't know how he keeps getting acting gigs at this point. He's in something called Two in the Bush. Never heard of it. I don't even know what channel it's on. But it's just another day in the Hollywood, Hollywoke. Hollywoke. I forgot. We're doing Hollywoke hot takes. In Hollywoke, this is considered normal behavior. Resist. He's got the resist hashtag on his little Twitter account because, Tom Arnold, he's going to lead part of the resistance in overthrowing, because he's a great general, right? He's had lots of experience, like fighting and dying in the trenches against evil people. Right. We all know what this is. I mean, this is posturing, I think. I think it's all posturing. Now, Rob Reiner, to me, he's always been super progressive, super hardcore in that area. But Tom Arnold, I got to question his sincerity about everything. He feels more like a grifter to me. Now, that being said, what is he really going to do? Are you really going to get your gun, Tom Arnold, and go stand against some cops somewhere down in L.A.? I think you'd be petrified going to downtown L.A., considering the condition it's in now. Between all the homeless people, the protesters, the looting that's gone on, and a ton of people who are just out of work because the damn governor won't open the state. I know what that's like. So, I mean, in my view, you are so out of touch, which is weird because you'd think there'd be other celebrities that would be more out of touch, that are, no offense, doing better with their careers, or even richer than you. But no, it's Tom Arnold. That's why I think some of this is just attention seeking, Some of this is just him wanting to, I don't know, maybe build up a career more because of this, and say to the people in Hollywood, I resisted Trump. Remember me? I was one of the big resistors. I think there's a reason why Tom Arnold was on the other spaceship in The Simpsons, the one that Homer and Bart ended up on, the unguarded spaceship that didn't go to, what was the other one, going to Mars, I guess? And that one went towards the sun. I mean, Tom, look, I get it. You're upset about politics, but you're an old guy, and, you're an actor. You've been in a bunch of movies and TV shows. Why don't you just be an actor? Why all this? It's not going to help your acting. I guess you don't really need it. I mean, you probably got millions and millions of dollars. But it's not going to make me watch it. In fact, it does quite the opposite. I'm going to see a Tom Arnold show, and I'm going to be like, do I really want to support this guy? He's so weird. And, talking about fighting, insurrection. And it's BS. You're not going to be an insurrectionist. You're not. You're not going to support an insurrection. You're not going to give them $1. You'll wet your pants if the FBI shows up at your place investigating an insurrection in the United States that you financed partially. Yeah, you and your Hollywood buddies gave a bunch of money to a group that bought guns and then, I don't know, tried to take over parts of Southern California. Do you understand how bloody that would be if that actually happened? Do you understand the amount of people they would have to kill? Okay? Do you understand what an insurrection is? It's not a peaceful thing where people just show up and show their guns. They actually use the guns in insurrection, and it's bloody, and it lasts for years. That's in third world countries, not in the United States. These kids have no stomach for it, Tom. They're not fighters. A handful of them are ex-vets. Ex-vets caught up in Antifa, whatever. That's where gangs recruit from, by the way. You may have seen my video on why Antifa is becoming more criminal, or will be, if it continues, because they have to. They have to get a better class of membership in order to compete on the streets. And they're slowly upticking that. They're going to want to recruit veterans, people from prison, people who can fight. That's why they want to send their membership to prison, because in prison, you fight or die. That's why right-wing militias like to send their guys into the army for a couple of years. Get them battle ready. They know how to use a gun. They get in good shape. They come back. They're all ready to go. That's what Antifa is going to eventually try to do if they continue. I think at some point the gas will be out of the political fuel tank, if you know what I mean. Trump will be reelected. You're going to see a lot of blue states flip to red, and you're going to see the collapse of the Democratic Party for something else. That is something you and your Hollywood idiots could be working on now. You could be working on a new party. If you wanted a socialist party, I don't think that's a good idea, but you could work on a party that could supplant the Democrats. You could support the Green Party, which is a fairly viable party. I don't think they've had too many missteps. I mean, yeah, Jill Stein had her drawbacks, surely, but she seemed relatively principled, even if she didn't totally believe in vaccinations. I mean, yeah, I'm not with her on that. Don't get me wrong, but the Green Party had Ralph Nader. He was a stand-up guy, peaceful guy. Might be something for you to consider. I don't think the Libertarians, I don't think you'd be right for us. No offense. We kind of have our share of wackadoos already. Guys who get naked on stage and they don't believe in driver's license. We're full. Consider the Greens, though. The Greens could use a loud, obnoxious celebrity to, front for them. Or you could start a completely new party. Start the Hollywood Party. Now that would be interesting. Get all the celebrities together, pool their resources, and start the Hollywood Party. Think of that name. That's a good name. The Hollywood Party. It's a political party, but it sounds like it's fun. Remember fun? Remember when things didn't suck? Well, things never really suck for you because you're a millionaire, but for normal people, things didn't suck when they could go outside and work at their jobs and just struggle. They didn't have to struggle against the restrictions of the beer virus or worry about having their store and business looted. Remember those days, Tom? Those were fun days. Days when people had time to watch your TV shows or whatever they are. I would love to go back for those days. Wouldn't you, Tom? Wouldn't you like to just go back to being kind of a jokey guy who used to be married to Roseanne Barr? You were married to Roseanne Barr. Is this some sort of overcompensation for your image? Is that it? Because Roseanne got canceled for saying what she said on Twitter, are you trying to overcompensate to push away from her? Yeah, okay. I could see that. Yeah. Well, I think you've pushed far enough. I mean, you haven't been married to Roseanne in a long time. I mean, obviously people associate the two of you, but clearly you're super, super woke. I don't think people associate you with the racism at all, if it's any consolation. So maybe you need to just dial it back just a bit, let things settle, not encourage people to continue this horrible riot and looting. And maybe you could come on board with my theory of telling the protesters to cool it off for a couple of weeks, let things settle, and then come back and do a peaceful protest that everyone can get behind and that no one gets hurt or starts a riot. And then they could vet the people in the protest better so you don't get these Antifa losers and you don't get anybody showing up in masks and knee pads and and carrying bear mace or whatever. Yeah, doesn't that sound reasonable, Tom? Doesn't that sound more reasonable than trying to overthrow the U.S. government? Just another day in Hollywoke.